Her name's Polly Pocket. I don't know what her name is. She's a mermaid.
I was just going to say, where have I heard that? Because I don't remember.
Facts. Why do you...
Oh my gosh. I ain't want to be on camera. Looking like I've been in the house cleaning all day. No. I'm tired now. All day I've been like, I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy. Then I get a second wind, and then as soon as I get the second wind, it's like, no, I lied. He needs something. Necesito something.
Where's that other I made?
It's on mine.
Where's this other?
AOL. At the bottom. Got it. Who that? That's you, Puff. Somebody creeping.
No, that actually worked. I did.
What word?
I just moved that song from your folder to my folder.
Nice.
Yo, Juice, what up? I ain't listened to it yet.
I heard some of it. Of course, it's Kendrick. He don't do no wrong.
I'm gonna listen to some of it tonight, yo.
The little bit that we did here, we really liked. And the visual was good. But yeah, Kendrick don't do no wrong. Kendrick or J. Cole don't do no wrong. See why YSL is a notorious gang in Atlanta. That's nice. Yeah, that song with Kendrick Lamar and Taylor, where they was like, fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you. I was like, damn. And I started listening to that shit the other day, and we were getting ready for work, and I didn't finish listening to it. But the energy on that, I wasn't prepared for. I didn't know he was gonna come like that. And he included his girl in it, and they talked about like the real fucking issues that they go through. And his split personality as a Gemini, like he talks about everything. Like, I don't know, it was definitely good. I was not surprised at the quality, but definitely surprised at the content. I didn't think he was gonna give it to us raw like that. So, but I appreciate it. People always act like real shit don't go down. Like, motherfuckers are human. I just couldn't believe, like, I know he's been kind of out the way for a couple years, for more than a couple years, but just seeing somebody 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, the difference in how we've grown with Kendrick, I'm like, damn, you really are a grown-ass man. Like, you a whole father now? You a husband? Like, what the hell? other news, we just saw somebody who got a tattoo tribute for him, and it looked like shit. And I don't care how much of a fan you are, as a grown man, if you tattoo Kevin Samuels on you, you are a dick rider. But yeah, Vivica Fox, y'all already know how she is. Like, that's why she stay getting into it with 50 Cent. So, I'm not surprised with her, because she definitely be staying in some mess with some men. Kevin Samuel definitely has some truths and some facts. Wasn't always nice about it, but the truth is the truth nonetheless. So, okay. I'm deleting this shit though. Taking up too much space on my phone. The iPod is going to be discontinued. Okay. I'm not surprised.
The iPod? Yeah, people haven't used them shits in a long time, yo.
I'm mad this shit really do look like me. You didn't even have to change nothing. Twitter? The producer, Metro Boomin? I'm not on Twitter. I don't think he is either. Are you on Twitter? I don't think so. Well, he can't be his only producer because Metro Boomin only been out for so long. So who was producer for him before? But yeah, I mean, Metro Boomin and London on the Track are like the main producers besides DJ Khaled, Swizz Beatz, a couple of like Kanye, people like that. I mean, Metro Boomin and London are like the up and coming. DJ Mustard. Gotta cook, gotta cook, gotta cook, gotta cook. Gotta cook, gotta cook, gotta cook, gotta cook, gotta cook. Gonna make some ribs, gonna make some ribs. Oh yeah, like my corny freestyle. Oh, that's so pretty. So you ain't like my corny freestyle?
I like it.
I gotta cook. I do gotta cook. Yo, team, how are y'all? We Gucci, we had a long day, but a good day. How are you? Today, nice little nature trail, water, good weather, but there was too many people out there. And we're going to town.
The girl showed me how to do some scratches. I probably work on them with another beat.
Some screw, screw, screw. Yeah, we talking about getting some bikes. We trying to get outside because we had a long ass winter. So now that we got some summertime and it's nice, I don't care if our weekends are super long because I'm trying to get it in. Like, we literally had a long, last 3 or 4 weekends have been pretty much non-stop. But even after everything today, he painted all day. I made beats and recorded. We cleaned the house, paid bills, went grocery shopping, got shit done, worked all week. And I still was like, you know what? Let's just go take this hike.
She thinks she be cute, yeah.
Yeah. Starting to get lit again, money moving around. PA, Maryland, New York, Jersey, they on the map. The East Coast and the North is back. We back. You got more of a drink than I do.
That's mostly ice water.
Well, let me drink some of that water out of it for you. Gotta cook some ribs. Gotta cook some ribs. I'm not staying here long. Because I'm going to need a little cat nap and get up and recharge.
Cat nap? Ain't nobody sleeping around this motherfucker.
Period. A little bit. We sleep a little bit. That's not a cat nap.
He got the Orange is the New Black jail post.
Just saying. Gotta be versatile. How's that?
About to choke on a piece of ice. God damn.
Y'all heard it first. It wasn't me.
Oh, that might have been a piece of that candy.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
Oh wow. Right. So hard to chew now.
Because it's cool. What's up, Bruce? Definitely was a good day.
I'm adding more to the Rita series.
I was feeling some boom bap vibes when I made this.
Lama lama ding dong. Lama lama ding dong. Lama lama ding dong. Lama lama ding dong. And she's swinging from my ding dong.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, I used to ride a llama. Back in the day, back in the day, I used to ride a llama.
I mean,
back in the day, it was like 1992. I was 11. Listen, everything came from heaven. It was God sent. The rhymes that I spit off the instrumentals, they went fire, flame, combustion, bang, and what? A new slang. Now it's a new day, and I'm back to say, hey.
back in the day.
Back in the day, back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day, back in the day, back in the day. In 1992, I
used to ride a llama.
Mind your business. I used to call you mama. I mean, why not?
92, I was 11. In 92, I was 9.
In 1992, I was.
Hold up.
Back in the day, back in the day.
No,
back in the day.
I was we the same age. I was 11 in 92.
That's why he probably said that. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I wasn't in the womb yet. I wasn't in the womb yet. I wasn't in the womb yet.
Needed the inspiration.
Yeah, we need more drinks. I got it. Cause it's Saturday. Back in the day, back in the day, back in the day. You cried?
I'll try it. I gotta
Back
fix
in the
this.
day.
I guess I gotta shorten this.
Back in the day, back in the day, back in the day. Yeah, that one's rocking.
11 going on 12. Yeah, cause we born in 81. So 81 to 91, I was 10. So 92, I was 11 and then 92.
Nothing but a gangster, gangster. Nothing but a gangster party. Nothing but a gangster, gangster.
11 years old, I was in what? Fucking 5th grade. In 92, I was in 5th grade. Like, yeah. Then I was in middle, so 5th grade, 6th grade was 93, 94 school year. So 95 and 96 and 96 and 97 school year was my middle school years. And then, yeah, I got to high school in 97, 98. And I was supposed to graduate in the year 2000. That was a great number for that graduating year. Yeah, everybody, the class of 2000, everybody was having to have just like that nice even number rolling over into the brand new fucking century. That shit was crazy. Like, yo.
Fuck Daddy voice. I like that. Pause. Hey. Yeah, you were coming out and I was going in.
Yeah, class of 2000, yeah.
Nothing but a gangster party. Nothing but a gangster party. Oh. Move around.
I don't know if I should erase some or add some.
Nothing but a gangster, gangster. Nothing but a gangster party. Nothing but a gangster, gangster. And we just getting started. Which is good, because I feel like this generation is breaking the curse. Like, motherfuckers be hating on the next generation, and I don't understand why. Like, pass the torch. No child left behind. The children are the future, head ass. Like, I really believe that. I believe in the next generation. Even though kids are bad as shit, sometimes I want to, like, be able to drag them home by their ear, like how aunties and them did back in the day. And, like, how you could whoop other people's kids, and it's not like that anymore. Kids are their future. At the end of the day. Even with us, we're young, but we got time to make some shit shake, but we're not the future. Well, if you hate kids, then you hate yourself. I'm just saying. We're adults, but we're still kids at heart. He still likes video games. I still like just getting dressed up just because, and painting my nails, and having girl time, and fucking, not tea parties, but y'all know what I'm saying. I still like all the same shit. Music, sports from when I was a kid. No, you don't have to want kids, you know what I mean? But there are some good kids out there. And like I said, we were all kids before, so. But I feel you, fuck them kids. If you ain't got no kids, hallelujah. The kids expensive as hell. Got to lay low, got to lay low, got to lay low. Yeah, we about to tune y'all shit out. They be bumping this shit every day for the past, every weekend for the past 3 weekends. And now we about to DJ this shit out. You have fun with kids, then now they walk around with guns. I mean, adults walk around with guns, cops walk around with guns. I'm not saying that everybody should have a gun, but I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you don't have intentions to shoot me, I don't give a fuck what you do with your body or what kind of weapons you have. As long as you're not making no atomic bombs or shooting up schools, like, I mean, kids are definitely doing shit, but honestly, why are the kids shooting up schools? Because of adults. Because their parents let them get a gun. Because they got bullied at school and nobody paid attention. Because they live in bad areas and they don't got fucking security or metal detectors or something. I don't know what the solution is. I'm not saying I'm a politician or a scientist or a health advocate or a psychologist or a teacher or any of those things. But I'm just saying it always comes back to adults. I mean, when we were kids, we would never think to go shoot up a school. So it's definitely something different with this generation of kids. And I partially think the internet may be to blame. Because it might be like a trend, like cult following type thing. And I hope it dies out. I don't understand what the hell is up with these kids. And then why you go to school and instead of shooting the bully, you just go and shoot all the random people. Like, oh, I'm just going to shoot up the whole school and kill everybody. Instead of just killing the people that are bullying me. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But, I mean, neither do serial killers. So, I mean, school shooters are like the new serial killers. But their parents need to do better. Like, I wouldn't just let my teenager have access to my guns. Like, if we had a gun, we're not going to let our teenager, regardless of how responsible they are, just have access to it. Would I teach my teen how to use a gun? Yeah. But I'm not going to be like, here. You know? It depends. My 18-year-old, 17-year-old, yeah, if somebody comes up in here, yeah, this is where the ammo is, this is where the gun is, like, whatever. But am I gonna have my 12-year-old in here playing with pistols? Nah. J1 said, a lot of us don't realize the kids are the future, but we are now. Shout out to y'all because y'all create every day to inspire others and each other. For real.
Yeah, man. Kids are the biggest weapon we got for changes, man.
Yeah.
Want to see some change in the world, you gotta educate your kids in a way so that they're always inquisitive. And at the same time, they're always like imaginative too, though.
Exactly.
Like,
And they're full of faith and they have dreams and visions, and we don't change that much from when we're kids. Think about it. Like, you did other stuff, but you always loved art. And I did other stuff, but I always loved music. Like, we're not too far off from where we were as kids. Army, I understood exactly what Dipset said, and fortunately we are in the technology era, and you know, when text messages came out, we came up with abbreviations, so there really is no proper spelling when it comes to texting and online messages. They only give you but so many letters that you can put anyway, and so many characters that you can put. So Dipset is probably just using their text, the regular text slang for YouTube. I don't think that they are spelling facts like that because they don't know how to spell facts. A wise streamer once said, read a book. Bet it was this one. Let me move my afro out the way so y'all can see the book. And the books, and the books, and the books. But yeah, I don't know. What's the solution for school shooters? I don't really know.
we need a funded scientific study of the psychology of the white male.
I was gonna say, because I have yet.
Shooters are white men.
I have yet to see females do it in general.
Yeah, there's only been like 1 or 2 girl school shooters. There's only been like 3 or 4 like black school shooters, but for the most part, it's like these white boys ages fucking 12 to 17.
Oh, I mean, I feel you about kids seeing it for sure, but you know.
But there is definitely something going on in white America that is causing these outbreaks of like sporadic violence against like mass groups of people for apparently no reason. And it might, like she said, it might just be this trend that's going on.
I think that's what it is.
Compounded with, like she said, once again, social
kids are
media,
easily influenced now.
Social media and peer pressure, and then like
it's like a cult. The internet's has like a cult following.
This need to be seen and this need to be heard and accepted.
Instant validation and gratification.
My thing is like, now this is my whole take on school shooters. Is that this country was built by white people for white people. It is set up for the white man to succeed. America
Hold on, I gotta catch up with the comments. Go ahead.
America is set up for the white man to be successful and at the top. And now, in this day and age, with social media, where you can see like snippets of millions of individuals' lives, your life kind of looks shitty all the time now. And so for these young white boy teenagers who see that their life is kind of shitty and they're not doing well in a system that was designed specifically for them to succeed.
Stats about black violence aren't ignored. As a matter of fact, Army, I'm going to correct you on that, because according to the stats and according to white people and everybody else, they always call it black on black crime, but nobody ever refers to it as white on white crime, or Mexican on Mexican crime, or Korean on Korean crime, Russian on Russian crime. Nobody ever says that. But every time it's something about black people, it's, oh, black violence, black on black crime, and those black thugs. So I do have to correct you for that, because they're not ignored. As a matter of fact, black people are the highlight of statistics. Literally the highlight of statistics for being a teen mom, going to jail. Black men are way more likely to go to jail than a white male, no matter what his age is, especially if he's a teen.
Yeah, they kind of base every other statistics on like black statistics.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the whole everything is based on white people. But
when you talk about violent crime, they always count off like the most densest
areas,
of like democratic ethnic areas. So cities like Detroit, and Chicago, and LA, and the crime is rising everywhere in Little Rock, and it's just like, well, you naming all these black cities, and that's how they kind of base the nation's crime level.
But you know what? It's okay that Army wants to be in here because we like to educate
Army
people.
Cool, yo.
Army said that's because black on black violence is killing thousands. Well, where do you have those statistics, and where are the white on white violence? Because I thought that all serial killers, or for the majority, were white. And that school shooters, you said that's occasional, but show me where the majority of school shooters are black. And it's not about a white and black thing, because for the record, I'm half and half. So we're talking facts. This is not feelings. It doesn't matter whether you're white, Asian, or otherwise. The truth is the truth. And school shooters are white males. Not saying that black men don't shoot people. Not saying black people don't kill each other. But to say black on black crime is like, yo, do you actually say white on white crime? Ask yourself that, because I know you don't. Nobody says white on white crime. Nobody says that. Of course, everybody kills. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's crazy women, men, white, black, in between. There's crazy in everything. There's good in everybody. But I don't understand the black on black crime. That's not a term that I like to use, because it sounds racist when you say that. Like,
he didn't bring that up, though.
He did say that.
Oh, black on black?
And then he just said that that's because black on black violence is killing thousands. He just said that in the comment. And he said stats say that white kids will shoot occasionally. That was my only thing.
But you have to read Dr. Amos Wilson's Black on Black Violence, the psychodynamics of black self-destruction due to white domination.
Well, first of all, Muslims don't identify as black, do they? So, I mean, you got some black Muslims, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure most of black Americans are Christian, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Christianity is the biggest religion in America, is it not? So, when you say that, and black people are already the minority, don't include a majority of black people in that. Like, that's probably more Middle Eastern people. And then even then, most Muslim people are very fucking peaceful. Just like you got crazy-ass Christians that go into cults and think that they're going to kill themselves for Jesus or to get to heaven. Like, I mean, crazy doesn't have a color or a race or religion. That's my thing. And because you're bringing something about a Muslim into it. And I'm just like, but Christians do shit all the time, too. Aw, my baby cousin looks so cute.
It took me a long time to understand why black people treat each other the way we do in this country, and it's a very ingrained pattern. It's been with us for a while. We're starting to break it though, and then every time we actually do, like really decide as an ethnic group, like, all right, people, let's cut it out. Let's get our shit together. Like there's always this intervening aspect that stops us from unifying. Like what's it called? Rise of the Black Nation. Motherfuckers really fear that shit. And the only way to prevent the rise of a black nation is to always keep the nation disjointed and confused and fighting amongst itself and destroying itself from within, but still hiding the means and the mechanism so they don't really understand why they're in the predicament that they're perpetually facing. Because Marcus Garvey Marcus Garvey had motherfuckers coming together 100 years ago. And then they was like, nah.
J1, no, it's cool.
They said, no. We can't have you doing all this extra stuff, man. We got to get you out of here. You know, and then Dr. King and Malcolm X had everybody coming together. And they said, whoa.
J1 said, I'm out. J1.
They said, whoa. We can't have all y'all doing all that stuff, man. And then Huey P. Newton and Fred Hampton and them boys, they had everybody coming together.
It's cool because we're about to change the subject in a minute anyway, J1. So if you still in here, don't worry.
They was like, no. We can't have y'all unifying all the time. And then, you know, Black Lives Matter, now that's a terrorist organization and so forth and so on. And so, yeah, there is a lot of confusion. And,
there's always infiltration
and misunderstanding in our community that makes it seems like we're more violent than other people. But every time we realize the propaganda that's being pulled on us and the brainwashing that's ingrained in our education, and we try to overcome that, we always get pulled fucking back every time.
Furthermore, who was violent for a long fucking time? Who was violent for a long time? And then now black people are deemed as thugs and everything else. But when black people were kept as property and slaves and everything else for white people to come up, which, mind you, wasn't that long ago, because we're not going to pull that card either, because then I really will pull this shit up with Juneteenth, the everything. I will pull all of that shit up to show y'all this shit is not that long ago. And, you know, the colored water fountains and the fact that Ruby Bridges is still alive. Like, this shit was not that long ago. So that means that these people's fucking children and grandchildren are still alive today, and they just know how to put that shit in the closet. Like, it's not to say that white people and black people can't coexist. I'm a product of it. But it's just the point that, like, motherfuckers act like white people, and this is, if it's not you, then the shoe don't fit. Don't feel triggered. I'm half white. I don't feel triggered by that. So if it's not you, you shouldn't feel triggered. But if you feel triggered, then you know that you come from some type of privilege, and you want to deny that. And it's like, it goes back to cognitive dissonance. Like, you know that white people were violent for so fucking long. White men to white women and to black women and black men. And what's it called? Buck breaking and all the shit that they used to do to people, like, for hundreds of years. And then so now black people are finally just like, yo, okay. And now they're deemed as violent. And, like, yeah, you do see certain instances where a black man kills another black man. But again, do you see it as much as you in the media? Do you see the white man being portrayed that way? No, it's just, oh, a man killed a man. But when it's a black man kills another black man, then we got to bring the race card into it. And that's what you don't realize, is that it's a whole fucking boatload of propaganda. It doesn't matter that you're in Canada. I mean, yeah, Canada's cool and whatever, but we're here in America. So, I mean, we're speaking from our perspective.
Any European country or any Western country, it's stemmed to racism.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You act like there's not still a boatload of Jamaicans and foreigners in general in Canada. There's a whole bunch of everybody, Asians.
Canada had the Inuits there, and those were the native people, and the French and everyone else came over there and took their fucking land.
Just like there were people already here, and that's what I'm saying. But people don't want to realize that, and it's like, yo, it's not to say that other cultures never had slaves. It's not to say that other cultures never killed each other, but it's just like, when it comes to white people, everybody want to act like nothing just never happened. We can say, okay, yeah, we did this. Okay, yeah, we did that. All right, we settled for this. And white people are just like, oh, well, we did what we had to do to preserve for our people.
The
like,
really
no.
fair-skinned phenotype Europeans all come from Europe. If you're anywhere else in this world, that means you displace the native dark-skinned people that were there. I don't care if you're Australia, South America, North America, Canada, Greenland, everywhere you went, like, you had to displace people. So every Western country has its own history to deal with, and it's still steeped there. But that's the thing, like,
I'm sure your experience is different.
Western culture has been able to accomplish so many great things, you know what I'm saying? And just to be able to dominate the planet as being only 10% of the world's population, and to dominate 90% of the world is a very,
and to come from the coldest and shittiest continent. No disrespect, but I'm just saying, because it's cold and it's not as easy to grow shit there.
it's a very remarkable feat what the European has been able to do. It's very, very astounding, and I find white culture fascinating.
Even the fact that it used to be so separate, and then it was like, oh no, we're gonna put all of this together. Okay, if you're Jewish, if you're Irish, if you're Italian, because at one point in time, other white people didn't even fuck with Irish people. It was like, oh, y'all are dirty because they mixed with black people so much. They were just, and because they just didn't like them. Oh, we don't like y'all, and some of the Italians too. And then it was like, oh no, now we're gonna just group everybody into this one thing. And then when we say, oh, we're black, but we can't say, oh, I'm Nigerian, I'm Egyptian, I'm this and I'm that. That's what I'm saying. Even as a white person, no matter where you are, you know what the fuck you are, and you already got a privilege for that. I'm half white. I know exactly what I am on my white side. On my dad's side, I don't know anything past my father's mother. I know nothing. And that's because they didn't keep records and shit like that. But motherfuckers were already here. Canada, like I said, I can't speak for it, but all this European shit, like he said, the Western shit, it's all the same. Propaganda, media, and the cognitive dissonance. People not even realizing that they're brainwashed. Like I said, because you live in your own world, you can't even see it from somebody else's world. And, you know, racism and prejudice are two different things. Canadians' racism against natives makes USA look inclusive. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying, you know, that white people don't have a hard life. Like, my mother is white and she had a hard life. Life was fucked up for everybody. I'm just saying, like, to just be privileged enough to even know who the fuck you are, and to have your last name, your granddaddy's last name, because that was his granddaddy's last name, because that was his granddaddy's last name. But our granddaddy's last name goes back and it stops at a certain point with a slave master. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to say that you can hold on to that forever. Like, people are still moving on with their lives, but at the same time, like, just that whole black on black crime and whatever, and then like these groups like Black Lives Matter that come in and infiltrate and make black people like us look bad is just trying to get by every fucking day. We love everybody, fuck with everybody, but we know shit is not fair. And we can talk about reparations too if y'all want to talk about that. Of course it's wrong to judge a person by his skin. And again, with being black, I'm black, and look how fair skinned I am. You can't even tell what I am just by looking at me. I have a very ambiguous look. And look at his skin color. So, I mean, it's not about skin, but I mean, that's the world that we live in. Like, no, we don't see color, but you have to see color, right or wrong.
You gotta see color first. I'm not colorblind.
Right, no, and we don't think that you're our enemy. That's why I was like, I told Jay to stay, I told you to stay, because people can have uncomfortable conversations. And that's what you said, like, we can have uncomfortable conversations. You're not disrespectful, we're not disrespectful. That's why I told J1, like, it's cool, just stay. It's just a conversation. Juice said they say don't go to Vitter, Texas. It's a sundown town. I saw something about that online the other day. I mean, even when we went to Delaware, the one area, Lewis, I would never eat from there. If we ever stopped in Lewis, I would go in a grocery store and buy something before I go sit down in the restaurant and let them prepare my food. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna eat from them. We gave each other that look, and me and him have this unspoken thing. We've been together long enough that we don't have to say anything. We gave each other that look, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, all right. We both got up and we're like, oh, we're not doing this today. But yeah, Texas is still real racist. And again, I mean, to me, if you're racist at this point, like, you're psychologically, like, you're mentally ill. Like, you're just, because it's just not even common sense for you to just hate somebody so much. Like, you're just not even mentally sane. You can have a college degree and you're still not even mentally sane. Not no sundown town. I'm sure they probably got some here. You don't think so?
I wouldn't doubt it. I've never seen one, but I don't think that shit has none of these areas like this. They got like the population number and shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't put it past anything.
And then there's a lot of little townships and shit around here too.
And I always said that too when I used to when we go home to my mom's house. That one little area, Rising Sun, I don't like stopping through there because they still like having KKK rallies and burning fucking crosses and shit. Like, did we watch Officer Tatum and Anthony Bryan Logan? No. Never heard of it. I'm watching a fucking telenovela right now. J1 said I'm out. Catch y'all later. Alright. About politics. I'm pro-black. I love black people. I love all people, but I really love black people. Just saying. Love who you love, like who you like, hate who you hate. You hate everybody equally. Back to the music. Back to the art. Y'all see this shit right here? There's a book. There's like 4 books. This one right here. There's a book there. Oh no, they don't got a book there, but yeah. Books, 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 books. Said they go after guys like Antonio Brown who say there is no racism. Well, I don't really know much about Antonio Brown, the football player, besides the fact that he's always mixing stuff up. Like, I don't even know anything about him besides the stuff that he says online. So that says enough. And if that's how he feels, then we know what kind of woman he probably likes. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, I don't know. Because you can't be that dumb. But when you're getting paid a lot, I don't know. Maybe he gets paid to say that. I don't know. He related to Clayton Bigsby. He said ain't no racism. I mean, if some like colossal world event was to happen, people would have to come together. So that's how I see it. Like, yeah, I like what I like, but I have white friends, Asian friends, Hispanic friends, African. I have all different types of friends. Like, I don't give a fuck what you are, co-workers, clients, whatever. Like, if the world comes to an end and you're a good person, I don't give a goddamn where you're from, who you are, what you like, what you call yourself, what you identify as. If you're cool, you're cool, whatever. Also, I know we said no more politics, or I said that, but when we talk about black on black violence and white on white violence, whatever, because if you're gonna call it black on black violence, we're gonna call that shit white on white violence too. Isn't that just proximity? Because when I was taking my psychology and sociology classes, Somebody's birthday. Oh, they sung it in English. Are we gonna get the Spanish version too? They be rocking over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get both. Oh yeah, they about to do the Spanish version. Okay, they rocking. Somebody's birthday. But yeah, like, do you think it's proximity?
Yeah, proximity.
Because that's what I think it is. Because just like every time a white person kills a black person, it's not race related, and vice versa. Not every time. Just like you can't say every time it isn't. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. Tyranny said problem, reaction, solution, controlled all from the start. Yeah.
You know about that problem, reaction, solution? Somebody been listening to some David Icke.
Word. Yep.
Going
Hmm.
So you gonna be going there.
I know. Dance, 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 dance. Bala, 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 bala. Like taste of the Chris Paul.
We ain't gonna fight for real, is it? What you doing? The Hegelian dialectic. Yeah, you definitely have been listening to some David Icke. So, you ever listen to some Noam Chomsky? And some goddamn,
No one was different.
some Steve Copley. You ever heard of Steve Copley? I know you probably listened to Jory Maxwell.
Oh, whatever.
The actor, man.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's everybody. I mean, we're all fucked up. We're all fucked. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. If everybody just tries to become a better person, we're all better. Be anti-racist and anti-sexist. Buffalo supermarket, 8 dead. Wow.
That's
Buffalo,
crazy.
New York?
I'm trying to tell you, man, mass shootings and school shootings, there's
Young white males, 40 and under.
there's something going on in the psyche of the average American white male, yo. Like, shit is getting so hard in this country for everybody, and I don't know, it's making a lot of these motherfuckers snap, yo.
Exactly, and that's what Army said, confirming your point, these young guys are on evil. And that's what Travis saying, like, we're fair. Like, we're not saying that black people don't commit crime, that Asian or Hispanics don't. It's just like, it's constantly in the media, and it's just like, this shit goes on every day, all the time, and we see it all the time. But it's just like, oh, male, 18-year-old male, da 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 da, and you already know he's white because they didn't say that he was black.
But they're gonna say, you know, some kind of psychological issues.
Breakdown, yeah.
And medication induced, whatever.
He's 18, right? But meanwhile,
he was the good kid, quiet.
Charged as adults every day. Yeah, so I mean, but it, again, it's not to take away from other shit that goes
And then
on.
most mass shooters are taken into custody alive. Where most armed or unarmed black individuals are killed on the scene.
Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland was killed in prison. Freddie Gray was a little bit of a rebel and an asshole.
Still he should have made it to court.
Freddie Gray should have made it.
He should have made it to court.
He should have made it. He should have made it. Yep. Who else? I mean, the list fucking goes on. And so you have these situations.
Castile.
Philandro.
Yep.
Philandro Castile. And you know, what's her name? Breonna
Taylor. Like,
so those situations, and then what's his name? Burger King boy, Dylan Roof.
He gets food
from Burger King or something.
Yep, and then he gets a bulletproof vest to wear.
A bulletproof vest, and he gets food after he shot up a church and killed several people. That's even I mean, he killed black people.
9 people.
All black, but let's just say that they were white or Asian or Hispanic.
It don't matter,
he killed a
yeah.
church of 9 people.
And he's taken into custody alive.
With a vest. And he's just chilling, like nothing happened, like, oh, my parents just picking me up from school, they taking me to get some McDonald's. I did good. I got A's today. And then they have his black friend come on and he's like, yeah, I didn't know he would do that. I was his friend. Well, maybe he didn't kill you because he liked you. Schools are not the same, Dipset said. And Tyranny said Cooper, Maxwell, Springmeyer, Jones, Santilli, Peters. Peters is a good one.
William Cooper, Jordan Maxwell, David Icke, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is a good one.
Jordan Peters.
Springmeyer,
Springmeyer, I don't know who that is in Cincinnati. I don't know who that is right offhand either. But I've definitely probably heard him before.
And the ones with money they getting
Alex Jones, David Icke, and Jordan Maxwell were like my first entry into the world of true conspiracies. Not just theories, but like true conspiracies. When Alex Jones got the footage from inside of Bohemian Grove, like that shit just rocked me to my core. Like, yo, there's proof right there. Like, this shit is secret societies and secret organizations who really run this shit.
The fact that they got a whole cannibal club in LA that's like, and a legit official thing that's legal is like,
yeah.
And people just like don't even know about that shit. Like, you have to book a reservation, and these are the same people that are hanging out with the people that are touching kids. That run in the same circle.
Stu Peters.
Yeah, we are. We'll check them out. Pete Santilli and Stu Peters. We're all poor to the elites. We are insects. And that's what I'm saying. When white people and black people can come together, if black people already know. Black people didn't never ask for nothing from white people, but to just, you know, to be.
Some white people don't realize that white supremacy is bad for them too.
And that's what I'm saying. It's bad for you because now there's this like. We're dissected instead of coming together and saying, okay, how can I use my privilege to help other people? I'm half black, so am I at a disadvantage for certain things? Yes, because even though I'm mixed and I'm fair-skinned, it doesn't matter because on paper it says I'm African-American, so I'm automatically going to be disqualified for certain things. However, as a fair-skinned female, I may have certain advantages over Travis because I'm a woman. And that's just the truth. Like, doesn't mean that I have all the privilege in the world or that his life is any easier than mine. No, but that just means I will have certain privileges over him. Just like if we go to work in the same job, he would probably automatically be eligible to make more money because men on average make more money than women. You know what I mean? So it's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's like, it's the way society is set up. Yeah, rich and poor. And we need to stop separating ourselves by fucking, damn, what is it? By your political party. I was gonna say by, you know, Democrat versus Republican. Like, I don't even call myself anything. I don't even like saying I'm in the middle anymore because in the middle of what? In the middle of what? So, yeah, I don't know. Politics. entertainment for distractions, fucked up food and medicine, pump us with chemicals, red versus blue, we stay at war, prices are high, there's always something going on, whether it's a strain of something, whether it's somebody dying, whether it's global warming, it doesn't matter. There's literally always fucking something. Like, it literally just feels like the world is coming to an end, and sometimes I feel like humans are a plague to this earth. Like, it's all of us. But it does start with white people realizing that there is a divide on purpose and that they hold a lot of fucking power in Europe and America. Maybe not in the rest of the world, but they hold a lot of power. And when black people realize, like, yo, ain't nobody gonna save you or do it for you, that's when we'll be in a better place. If black people was gonna get reparations, they would have got reparations a long time ago. They definitely deserve it, but ain't getting shit. I would like 20 acres and a mule, or 20 acres and a baby pony, I don't know. But wish in one hand and shit in the other, basically. So I don't know. I don't know what it takes to make a change. Like, all of us know there's issues and all of us have solutions, but you know, protesting is not the answer, and it's hard to get into office, and voting for the president doesn't matter as much as your local people, so I don't really know. I've got to say, I have no more power than Prince. Prince is a thug? Are you saying that he's a thug? I'm lost. Color can become irrelevant when we actually look at the dynamics and the way that things are set up. But everybody just wants to say, oh, well, I'm not racist, so let's not talk about it. Well, that's like saying, oh, you're suicidal. Oh, well, you smiled today, so we put a Band-Aid on it. Let's not talk about what's underneath the surface. You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying, oh, yeah, I know you've been depressed for all this time, but I got you out the house today and you smiled, so you good now. You're okay. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. That's just slapping a Band-Aid. It doesn't actually fix it. A Band-Aid on a bullet wound, that shit is going to start seeping through eventually. So color can be irrelevant one day, and I can't wait for that to be the thing. And I think that we're moving closer and closer and closer to that. But even then, like, black people now were respected for certain things, but they want black people to be like entertainers and things like that. And now black scholars and doctors and lawyers and nurses and everyday people are starting to get the recognition they deserve. And I think we're like building back up a community. Everybody else has a community, and I think that's what it takes. Like, everybody start on your own individual level, be a good person, then go out and have a good community, and then go out on a bigger level, regardless of gender, race, sex, whatever, and make sure that you're just being a good person and that you're added to humanity. True, Tyranny. True, Army. He said, Army, I don't know if you're he or she. No, I meant I'm not an evil white and Prince isn't a thug. Oh, yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. And that's what I'm saying. My mom is white. I got white family. They're cool. They don't say the N-word. They don't dislike black people. They're not clutching their purse when black people walk by because they got black family. I don't know how they would be if they didn't have black family. I can't tell you. But it doesn't change the fact that society is society. You're not responsible for racism. It's just the fact that you reap the privileges, and if you refuse to see that, then that's on you. And once again, it doesn't mean that you don't have a hard life. Just like I may have certain privileges over Prince because I'm a woman. Or he may have certain privileges to make more money because he's a man. Or to legally have multiple wives. You know what I mean? But there's nothing in the Bible that says a woman should have multiple husbands or anything that, it's not, I guess it's not illegal, but you know what I mean? It's just, it's the way it's set up. Don't mean you're responsible for it, but it's a privilege. But if you're poor, you're poor. I mean, shit. Welcome to the club.
You got the internet, you ain't poor. You poor by European standards, but...
Right. Guardian Angel, what's up? Guardian said, hi guys, how are you all?
Yo, yo.
We're good, Guardian Angel. Kicking it in the studio. Army said, have a blessed weekend. Good words as always.
Yo.
You too, Army.
Same thing, bro.
Have a good one. Nothing but a gangster party. Nothing but a gangster, gangster. Alright.
Sons of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. You are a snitch. Why'd you do that? That don't even make sense how one thing on my story got 89 views and one only got 50, but the one that got 50 comes first.
Motherfuckers get past that shit.
But right, that's why I'm just like, it must have like just skipped right past it. But the one of me and Boo, of course. People love dog. That hype was everything.
Damn, I'm fucking this shit up. Oh my god, yo. Why did I just do that? Fuck. Damn, that's so stupid.
Guardian Angel. His Instagram is Playlist by the Prince.
There's the info bar right there on the screen. I fucking smudged this word. God damn it.
That's the one they did. Kids are so fucking bad. Yeah. Kids so fucking bad. So they bust that ass and then they be screaming. This page is called Kids Getting Hurt and it's terrible.
I think I seen that shit one time.
I be sharing this shit all the time because it always comes up in my feed and I'm sorry, it's terrible but it's hilarious. Because they're okay. Kids getting hurt but they're okay.
They're not killed, you just hurt yourself a little bit.
I mean, because what the fuck were y'all even thinking? Look. He got up like, ah! She said, I told you. What did you think was going to happen, son? And then the other kid's just standing at the top of the step like, well,
guess I won't be doing that.
Next time?
That's why I was one of them you go first motherfuckers.
He's thinking, yeah, the younger brother pushed the older brother, so the older brother is the asshole. Like, you should have pushed the younger brother.
Yeah, you go first, nigga.
He hit his head. His whole life changed. Oh, this page is terrible.
The one little kid jumped down the steps with the cape on. Thought he was gonna fly down the stairs. This motherfucker bust his ass. Dad like, yep. You see that cape?
That one was hilarious.
That cape don't do nothing for you,
nigga. the way the baby tried to shake it off though, like a real man. Like he tried to shake that shit off.
No, that shit was painful.
Yo, he went from the top to the bottom. I ain't never seen a baby fly.
Yeah, see that cape don't do like in the movies.
Right, the dad was just.
waiting for that shit,
The
nigga.
dad was unfazed. Like,
This nigga
he
about
was
to kill himself.
like, I've been telling you. Oh my god.
Now that you believe me, little nigga, you cannot fly.
Wow. That's hilarious. Oh no, that one's not funny. He really hurt himself. See, I don't like those ones. Because he really hurt his little face.
Wow, I just realized some crazy shit just now, yo.
Oh yeah, he hurt his little neck. What?
On this book. Hold on, I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, why would you let your kid... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why would you let your kid ride a scooter by the pool? And then furthermore, why would you tie your dog up to your kid like this and then give them the ball to play fetch with? Look at this bullshit. Why would you set your kid up like that? Why would you even do that to your kid? Like, why would you even do that? And you were recording that. What did you think was going to happen?
In between the USA, why I got 3 dots on it?
It's a pyramid. Is it brown? Pyramid. But there's also dots down here. I don't know what those dots mean.
Exactly. And they're up there too.
Morse code.
Yeah.
Morse code.
There's so many symbols and just like the coverage and shit, man.
We could look up. That's something we could do tonight.
A 2-headed eagle with a crown that has like these hooks coming from it with the Mesa symbol, and then it's holding some kind of bent sword.
So morals and dogma symbols decoded.
Ooh, that'd be dope to watch. Alright, I got a little bit more lettering done. Think I'll take a break. Still got all day tomorrow. Honestly, I feel like I could probably finish this tomorrow. Because that's just a little bit more lettering to go and a few touch-ups here and there. Oh, the socks have some lettering on it. So I can like detail the socks a little bit. Damn, I use a lot of brushes for this background this time. Not PewDiePie, bro.
She rocking, but I'm wondering, like, if she's going for the 90s look, if she's giving me the, Kim Parker. I mean, yeah, the Kim Parker.
He was like one of the first people to come out from North Carolina. And J. Cole even admitted, like, yo, that was like, he really looked up to that motherfucker, yo. Like, he was like, if Petey did that shit, nigga, Petey put North Carolina on the map, nigga. J. Cole was like, then I can do that shit.
Why do you do that?
Yeah, refer request, no problem, bro.
It's I beat Kansas ass. I know that's right, baby. mom for that though. She was like, tell her don't have no more. Mom, she on the phone. Oh, look at the little baby. She heard you. Guardian said, out of this world, just beautiful.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Start saying bruv. Like the English juice. Snuffy, bruv. Respect, yeah?
Mind you, I'm looking at this thing from this girl, and she said, I can't believe he snitched on me. I swear if you break into a man's house once and you give him some TOP while he sleep, they label you. I didn't harm anyone. Charges sexual battery, sexual battery, sexual battery. Then somebody says, Grand Theft Swallow.
Damn. This nigga really called the cops because I broke in his house and raped him?
Yeah. Somebody said, well, let me know when you're in Chicago and I'll leave my door open for you.
You ain't got to break in, little mom. I'll tell you now, my address, look.
You said, what time you coming? I don't like the police. 911 who? I forgot that number. My phone don't work anyway. Just come on.
Yeah.
Hey, rape is rape. Don't say I broke in his house.
Yeah, I'm about to shoot this bitch too. For sexual assault.
After he was done.
Emotional damage.
After he was done. After she stayed all night. After she stayed all night and he regretted it in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Felt violated. That was an emotional damage.
Alright, I got my brushes clean for the most part. I'm draining out my thinner, and I threw away that rag. I gotta replace that. That was getting nasty. My palette is covered in paint, but I'm gonna still use some of those colors tomorrow for some more touch-up and detailing. And then, like I said, I feel like I really feel like I can probably finish this shit tomorrow. I want to put a little more highlights on that blue pillow. I want to add a little more thick brush strokes to the carpet area and finish detailing that Morals and Dogma book, because that little bird symbol has just like a few more lines on there. What else? I don't really see a lot, yo. Oh, and the socks. I keep forgetting the socks have letters on it. So very little. I could, like, just an average day. Like, if I'm in here for maybe 4 hours tomorrow, if I put like 4 or 5 hours in tomorrow, I probably finish this shit. And then it's on. We're going back to the still lifes. Work on the one with the camera, and the iPad, and the iPhone, and the iPhone, and the iDrone.
And a what?
And an eye drop.
And a pen what? And a pencil?
An eye pencil.
Pencil?
Pencil.
Pencil?
That's what I said.
You said pencil.
Yo, I appreciate y'all chilling in the studio with us. We'll catch you next time. Peace.